Well, hey, Summit, I wanted to come on here today and give you some information about Reopening Sunday. Now, you've probably heard or seen that Reopening Sunday is going to be Sunday, May 31st. The 9:30 and the 11:15, that's our schedule we've always had. We're going to stick to that schedule. And also, we want to let you know that we're going to continue to live stream the 11:15 service. Several people have asked that, and I just want to let our church know if you're part of the vulnerable population, or if you feel sick, you don't feel well, I want to invite you to join us online. Again, Sunday, 11:15 on our Facebook page. Later on that afternoon, you'll find our worship experience on our YouTube channel and in our app. But also, I want to say to our church, if you're just not sure that right now is the best time for you and your family to come back, you're a little uneasy about it, guys, listen, I want to invite you just to continue to join us online. It's not a test of faith, whether you're here, whether you're not. There's no guilt in it. There's no shame in it. I want to invite you to continue to worship with us online until you think, hey, we can go back. Let's give it a try here. So join us online every Sunday, 11:15, right here on Facebook, or later on in the afternoon on our YouTube channel and in our app. All right. Now, at this time, the only thing that we are reopening is our Sunday morning gathering. May 31st, Summit Kids will not be available on that day. And we probably believe that will happen, that'll be the case for at least the next few weeks. We're following CDC guidelines on that, the advice of local, state, national leadership on kids activities. And so there will not be Summit Kids on May 31st. And again, we think that will probably be true for at least the next few weeks. Also, our other ministries like small groups and students at this time will not have physical gatherings. They're meeting online. And so if you're not in a small group, I want to invite you to join one of our small groups, our marriage small groups, one of our other small groups that's meeting, or every Wednesday night we have the midweek online on our Facebook page at 6:30, so you can join that. Students, middle school, high school students, listen, every week we're having Zoom gatherings for students, and you ought to be a part of them. All right. But so we'll let you know when the physical gatherings, when students begin to meet again, when small groups can begin to meet on campus. We're following guidelines for that as well. But for right now, those will continue to be online. We're just reopening our Sunday morning service. Now, if you are planning to join us for Sunday, May 31st, we want to ask you to help us out a little bit. We are asking you to let us know beforehand that you're going to come. And the reason for that is just to give us an idea of maybe the crowd size that we might have, so that we can get a ballpark figure for it. And so we've tried to set up a few ways for you to do that. If you're on Facebook, we've set up event pages for both the 9:30 and the 11:15 service. So go to those event pages and you'll see a button that says reserve your spots. Click that button and just let us know how many people are going to be in your party so that we can, again, just have an idea of your coming and how many people might be with you. But if you're not on Facebook, you can text the word church to 606-268-6860. And you'll get a text message back and you'll get the opportunity to let us know who you are, what service you're coming to, and how many people you're going to bring with you. Now, for those of you coming to the 11:15 service, we want to ask you to do something for the next few weeks. Is we want to ask you to stay in your vehicle. So again, if you're coming to the 11:15 service, stay in your vehicle for just a few minutes before you enter the building. And the reason for that is that will give us an opportunity to dismiss the 9:30 and clean and sanitize between services. Okay, so that would just be really helpful. Again, you won't be there long, just for a few minutes, and we'll let you know when it's safe for you to enter into the building. If you have a mask and you'd like to wear it, the CDC recommends that, and we will have masks available here if you'd like one. When you enter the building, we're going to ask that you, right now, just bypass the lobby. We'll have some volunteers to help you remember that. Just go ahead and bypass the lobby, enter straight into the auditorium so that you can find your seat. And when you enter into the auditorium, we will have ushers who will actually help you be seated. We will seat everyone by families, 6 feet apart, every other row. And between services, those rows will change. So some rows will be roped off, blocked off during the 9:30, and for the 11:15, we'll open up those rows that were blocked off, and then we'll block off the ones that people sat in during the 9:30. Are you still with me? Right? And so we'll seat everyone by families, 6 feet apart, every other row. And ushers will help you be seated. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to do that by sections. So one set of doors will be open to get into the auditorium. We'll do it by sections, front to back. And again, an usher will help you find your seat. Now, when the service is over, we will dismiss by rows and sections back to front. And so we seated everybody front to back. We will dismiss by rows back to front. And one of our goals when you come is to have what we're calling a touchless service. That apart from going to the bathroom, it's possible for you to come and to not touch anything. The doors will be propped open for you. Connection cards. If you come to Summit, you know we always ask people to grab the connection card out of the back of the seat, fill it out. Well, you're not going to find any. We've removed them all. They're all gone. We're going to give you an opportunity to fill out the connection card through text messages, on our app, on social media, just to do it electronically right there. So our goal is to have a touchless service. We're not going to pass offering baskets around during the service. When you leave, you'll see offering stations in the lobby. And so if you're not giving online, and we encourage that, but if you're not going to give online, you'll see an offering station right there in the lobby, and you can just give right there. You're going to see hand sanitizer is available. Hand sanitizer is available, and we just encourage you to use that as much and as often as you would like. We're following guidelines for this, but for right now, there's not going to be any coffee and food available in the lobby in our coffee area. Again, we're following guidelines for that, for when that can possibly begin to return, but upon reopening, that will not be available. As far as the restrooms go, we're going to have a volunteer or two standing outside of the restrooms just to help with foot traffic and help us practice social distancing there around the restrooms. And I know that this is a lot, and so we've got some signage around the building just to remind us of a few things that we need to remember. So you'll see when you walk to the door, you'll see some signs. You walk through the building, you'll see some signs. Again, just to remind us about social distancing and that sort of thing. Now, let me share one more thing with you, and I think that this is probably, honestly, the most important thing. I think that this is probably the most important thing of everything that I've shared, and it's just simply this. It's that an important part of this plan is the need for all of us to be patient and to give grace. It's so important, Summit, right now for all of us, for me and for you, for all of us, to be patient with one another and to give grace to each other. This is our first pandemic. This is my first pandemic, your first pandemic. Our church has never been here before. So things in this situation, you know, it constantly changes from day to day, week to week. Our goal is going to be to over-communicate. We communicate through email, text messages, social media. We'll let you know of any changes. But guys, one of the most important things we've got to have is patience and grace. Patience and grace for ourselves, and patience and grace for everybody around us at this time. All right? So guys, don't forget, Sunday, May 31st is Reopening Sunday. And you can join us online. If you're not going to be a part of that service, you can join us online at 11:15 right here on our Facebook page. Don't forget, make sure that when you join us online, and this is true whether you come to the physical reopening or you join us online, make sure to like and share the live stream. You guys are doing an amazing job of inviting your family and friends, and God is using that. People are seeing the gospel, hearing the gospel, and man, some amazing things are happening. And so make sure to like and share it when the live stream comes on at 11:15. But guys, May 31st, 9:30, 11:15. Guys, I'm excited. We're excited. God bless you. Have a great day. And guys, again, see you either here or online Sunday, May 31st.